I'm going to talk to you, and I don't know if anyone's on the other end. There. That's the most honest sentence I've said in months, and it took me until now to say it, kneeling here like I mean it. When the truth is, I'm not sure the ceiling isn't just the ceiling. I want to believe. Start there, because that part's real. I can feel the want, like an ache. The want is the most solid thing in this whole prayer. I want there to be a you. I want the story to be true, all of it, the being held and the being known and the death not being the end. I want it so badly it embarrasses me. But wanting something to be true isn't the same as it being true, and I know the difference, and that's exactly my problem. Because I look at the people who believe easily, and I don't understand how they do it. It seems to just arrive for them, this certainty, like weather they were born under. And for me, it's a thing I have to decide over and over, every morning, against the doubt. And by nightfall, it's slipped through my fingers again, and I'm back here, in the dark, not knowing. Is that faith? That daily losing and grabbing? Or is that just a person talking themselves into something because the alternative is too cold to live in? I went to church Sunday, and I sang the words, and I watched myself sing them from somewhere behind my own eyes, wondering if everyone else means it or if they're all doing what I'm doing, performing a certainty none of us actually has. All of us too scared to be the first to admit the room might be empty. I can't tell. Maybe that's between each of them and you, if there's a you. And there I go again. I've tried to argue myself into it, and I've tried to argue myself out of it, and both roads dead end in the same place. The believing arguments are good until I'm alone at night, and they thin out like fog. The doubting arguments are good until I stand at the edge of a real thing, a birth, a death, the specific way light comes through a window some mornings. And something in me insists, wordless and stubborn, that it can't just be nothing, that nobody feels this much about nothing. And then I distrust the insisting, because maybe that's just biology. Just the animal wanting the story to have an author. I go round and round. I've worn a groove in myself going round. What I haven't been able to do is stop caring about the answer. If I were really a non-believer, I think the question would go quiet. Atheists I know seem at peace with the empty room. They've furnished it and moved on. But I can't furnish it. I keep leaving a chair out for someone I'm not sure is coming. And I don't know if that chair is faith or just a wound in the shape of faith, a place where belief used to be that hasn't healed over. I can't tell the difference from the inside. Maybe there isn't one. Maybe the leaving the chair out is the whole of what I've got, and I've been waiting to feel more sure before I'd call it anything, and the sureness just isn't coming. Here's the strange part. I keep coming back. If I really thought there was nothing here, I'd have stopped. You don't keep talking into a dead phone for years. Something keeps dragging me to my knees, even while my head says it's foolish. Maybe that dragging is you. Maybe it's just habit and hope wearing the same coat. I honestly can't tell them apart, and I've stopped pretending I can. So this is my prayer, if it's a prayer, if you're there to hear it. I'm not going to fake the certainty. I don't have it, and manufacturing it feels like a worse lie than doubt. But I'll bring you the want. That's real. That I can offer honestly. take the wanting to believe and do something with it, since I can't seem to grow it into the real thing on my own. If you're there, meet the doubt, not by scolding it, by being more real than it. And if I'm talking to an empty room, then at least I said the true thing out loud once, on my knees, in the dark, which is more than I've managed anywhere else. I'm going to keep coming back, not because I'm sure, because I can't stop. Make of that what you will. I think, maybe, so will I.